Speakers of Heidelin is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our supreme and master speakers, Omeji Cat Comet, Arisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco AV, Winebow Brood, Aurora White, Psyche, Asuta Starbreeze, Cletus Oreo, Lily Black, Bob Cece, Mictor Rabentau, Anathus Moonscar, Pamela Isley, Elenriel Maximus, Codrith Novelist, Mira, Celestau Notrell, Lazy Boy, Luke Osborne, Tex, Kai Lin, Arthur Law, Beridan Derard, Cypup, Spencer Christmas, Celine DeLune, Edwin, Webster Wolf, Severa, Circa Barrakiel, Kazran, Ventos Tia, Ryark Forbear, Late in the House, Tony, Arcadia Lunashine, Framboise Zakaro, Bergie Fudge, Seffield Cafe, Gregorium Cartus, Eros, Uananitsa, Tyler Curlyfries, Nat Clay, Chibi Duo, Jace Adama, Rurik X3, and Rivicus. Get early access to audio and video versions of the show, including the post-show, by supporting us at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you. Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Heidelin, episode 478. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Georgi Wiston, Mela Vanadar, and Rollo Des. We're all here again.
I moved, guys.
He moved.
My blurry-ass background. So you don't see all the boxes I have back behind me.
Yeah. Rollo's still technically moving in. But yeah, he's back. It is episode 478. It's November 8th, 2025. And today we're going to talk not so much about 14, but Square Enix. And one other thing, which we'll get to. Yeah, today we're going to talk about Square Enix. There's some layoffs that has happened, some announcements that's worth discussing. We'll also be reading your MogMail, Speaker 6. What? Sorry?
Have they happened yet? Sorry?
Yes, the layoffs have happened. Yes, the first wave of potentially many. But yes, we'll talk about that, and of course, we'll be reading MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail. Stay tuned for the post show. We'll be answering questions from the syndicate. There's a bit of an issue with that. We'll talk about that in the post show. All right, that's what we have for you today. Let's jump into recent events. Yes, and we start off. We might have to. I might have to. I think I might have to reframe Rollo.
Yeah, I don't know where to.
I like it. I like.
If I move it.
Papa Rollo.
I can do it, Rollo. Let's see. I think if I
also, I'm like facing the monitor the wrong way too because my desk isn't like.
Is it better if I slide you this way? Is that better? You're in a new situation now, so I have to we have to get this right. There we go.
Well, I can lower my chair a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
That's perfect.
There you go. Okay, I'll just do a little tweaking. We'll do this. Okay.
Just take a leaf out of my book.
Okay.
And perfectly central.
Yeah. Also, Discord is a little laggy today. I don't know if that's... Oh, now it's actually getting worse. Yeah, I'm going to change this. Hold on. Let me see if this... The internet is...
Seems better.
The internet is falling apart around us, but that's fine. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the actual recent event story. There's layoffs happening. It's happening all over the gaming industry, obviously, in the past few years. But there are a lot of people that have been laid off in Square Enix recently. You may have seen it if you've been on Twitter. A lot of people in the 14 sphere has also been laid off. It has essentially affected all of Square Enix's Western.
Do we know of anyone in the 14 sphere that's been laid off?
Yes, but I can't name them. But they are, yeah.
Well, we don't know if they were laid off. That's why I don't know if we can necessarily say that.
I think they specifically said they'd been laid off. They've been let go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, you're thinking about someone else. I'm not talking about them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These are, yeah. All right. I'll read this article. This is from, again with the source missing. God help us. Let me scroll. past fast food maps, the Coca-Cola
It's
ad.
from Video Games Chronicle.
Video Games Chronicle. There we go. Square Enix announced layoffs.
And
Yes.
not Video Game Chronicles like you'd want to say.
No.
No.
Square Enix announced layoffs across nearly all areas of its Western business in an all-hands meeting on Thursday, VGC understands. In a video call to staff outside of its home country of Japan, including those based in Europe and America, Square Enix president Takashi Kiryu said the company was implementing overseas structural reform to create a more lean and agile business abroad. Square Enix will be implementing
bullshit.
Square Enix will be implementing a
Lean and agile means nothing.
No.
Sorry.
Square Enix will be implementing a fundamental restructuring of the overseas publishing organization, Kiryu said. Details of the restructure will be shared at a later date. Staff were told, however, it confirmed roles would be cut and employees left would be required to spend more time working in the office. So everyone loses.
That's nice.
Yay, more work.
Yeah. Employees affected by the cuts would be informed on Thursday, and that has already happened, and the wave has occurred. Staff on the video call were told. As is typical for company layoffs, no headcount figures were shared during the call, VGC was told. However, one person affected in Europe said that nearly 140 people were told they were at risk in the London office alone. That includes...
Because I don't think London would employ... I mean, it's not thousands of people, I don't imagine, in London.
No, it's not that big, but it's like, yeah, it's a few hundred, I would assume.
Like sizable chunk.
Yeah,
Maybe
this is
fourth or
That's a
something?
huge
Yeah,
chunk.
for sure. That includes staff across IT, marketing, publishing, sales, QA, business planning, and more.
QA?
Well, that's another story we'll get to.
Oh, what? Do you need that? I don't think you need that.
Well, I didn't even know they had much QA overseas, to be honest.
I think
It's for localization.
Yeah.
QA.
Yeah, maybe it's just
Localization.
for text, like reading. It
for
might
sure.
be.
Yeah. Square Enix Europe's entire collective, external studios development and brand marketing, and Japanese comm support teams have been told they're at risk, VGC understands. UK employment law means that affected employees are required to enter a period of consultation before any layoffs are confirmed.
Hooray for our UK employment law.
This will also
And
trigger
not
in the EU for sure, but
yeah.
good
but
luck to North
not in
America.
some other countries.
Yeah, it's
My
always
thoughts go
funny.
out
I
to
think-
you.
It's so funny seeing like the European layoffs versus like the American ones.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dire stuff, man. I love labor law.
Yes.
So good.
Square Enix hopes to make annual cost savings of over 3 billion yen. That's 19.6 million US dollars. In the second year, Square Enix has made staff cuts across its American and European... Sorry, it's the second year. Square Enix has made staff cuts across its American and European arms. According to a person on Thursday's call, Kiryu claimed that last year's overseas restructuring hadn't worked. VGC has reached
why would
out to
this
Square
one
Enix for
work?
comment. No, well, I won't read that last part because that's going to be our next story. But
Yeah.
So, hold on a second. So, they want to make a saving over 3 billion yen. I've just looked at the November 2025 report. They had an operating profit of 27 billion yen.
Yeah.
So, to get themselves to 30 billion yen, they're willing to lay off the majority of their staff in some places. How is that going to equal a better product? How is saving on human costs going to equal more profits in the long run? It feels short-sighted, as with everything with this company.
Yeah.
I think that's every just video game company, unfortunately, in the past.
I don't think it's every video game company.
It's a lot of them, though.
A
'cause
lot.
there's been
Right
layoffs in a
now-
lot of places. Even
right now, a
Rockstar
lot.
have lost a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes, Rockstar's been guilty. Rockstar's been accused of union busting. So
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's,
But it's,
not a good
it's
time.
No. I mean, that potentially means that in Europe alone, and there's probably hundreds and hundreds of people that have just lost their jobs probably, and in North America too. Bad. In a company that isn't really struggling that much compared to other companies. But they are
have a
in
year-on-year decline, but at the end of the day, they're still...
But it's why I worried when Square Enix got
Their
the new
net
president.
profit was 10 billion.
Yeah. Well, the new president wants to make his mark, and he wants to like revitalize Square Enix, which is they have had a lot of stinkers over
It
the
does
last.
need revitalizing, but I don't think it's the QA testers and sales teams who are
No, they
making the
gotta go.
decisions about bad
They
games.
gotta go.
I think it's
It's
more
their fault.
the
Yeah,
is it surely not the directors who are coming up with these terrible ideas?
No,
who you're
no,
talking to?
no.
You know how expensive American health insurance is? They gotta pay for that. They gotta
Yeah.
go. Sorry.
Janice at
Unbelievable.
marketing, she's just dragging it all down.
It
so
was Janice at marketing who came up with the idea of that Ordinary Days or whatever the hell Variant Days, whatever the hell that stupid game was called.
yeah,
Various Day Life. My friend just bought
various
that.
day life. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
They
yeah.
might have just saved Janice's job.
It
I
remind me
mean,
a lot. Remember back, was it like 4 years ago? I think 3. They sold off all their Western studios, or most like Eidos
Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they did that to fund the NFT shit. So
Yes.
Is that
maybe they're doing this to fund something else. Yeah, that's what they did for.
Which, yeah.
It boggles my mind. They have one product that is making them a regular income that they choose to ignore.
14.
And then they have several multi-billion-dollar projects like the 7 trilogy and presumably 17 on the works.
Mhm.
Everything else, with all due respect, is mostly 2.5 HD pixel remasters and shit like that. That's not gonna
I know.
cost them too much. And
Don't forget.
I want to play Dragon Quest, but still.
Yeah.
Don't forget their gacha games that end of service after a year.
Yes.
Wait,
that's
The
right.
next one on the
waste
list?
of money.
FF, what was it? The
Oh, the Dissidia.
yeah, the Dissidia one.
Mhm.
That
D- d-
doesn't look good. but-
No, that looks.
Yeah.
What they went for, like a cheap look, which was an interesting way for them to go. A cheap like gotcha
Yeah.
look. Okay, cool, interesting choice.
Very interesting to make it look bad. It's a good artistic choice.
Well,
This
let's.
used to be the company that made so many good RPGs. This was Squaresoft when they were good, and Enix when they were good. The
Mhm.
merger was clearly the downfall of this company.
You know, it truly is painful to be a fan of like a series of games held by such an incompetent company.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't believe like
It
there.
fucking sucks.
There's 2 games that I like, quote unquote, like have like like I love, and that's for Final Fantasy, run by these people, and Silent Hill, run by the worst of the bunch. So,
Oh, I thought you were going to say Kingdom
Konami.
Hearts.
And Kingdom Hearts is part
Dude,
of it's
I'm
the same.
similar. I'm,
Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Silent
I'm a
Hill.
mega Elder Scrolls stan, so.
Yeah, well, okay,
Think
well
how I
that's
feel
true.
when
You
I'm
also
Todd.
have. That's true.
Todd.
no, you'll
true.
be happy. You'll love Elder Scrolls 6. I'm
I
You'll
really
eat that
hope I
shit
do.
up. Yeah, you'll eat that
you're
shit.
like,
I mean, I will.
It's the
but-
same old
You'll
game.
appreciate,
Uh,
you'll appreciate the Skyrim port for the PS6, man.
Fucking Skyrim port for my Apple Watch, too, brother.
Yeah. It is interesting that we mentioned the mobile thing, because that's also sort of tanking a little. It's going down in profits as
Rightly
well,
so.
the mobile division. So it's
Look at mobile games these days. Honkers and other Hoyo, what are they called?
Hoyo.
Hoyoverse. What are their games?
Honkai. No,
Honkai and Zenless Zone Zero and whatever.
right.
They're pretty detailed big games now. Like mobile games are big now. They're action games. They're involved.
Yeah.
You can't
I mean-
just do what Square Enix has been doing for 15 years and keep pumping them out.
No.
They can do that because those games are casinos. So
Mm-hmm.
Why can't Square Enix make one?
There's something in the water in Japanese mobile game devs. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like 10, 15 years ago or something, they don't know how to make mobile games anymore.
Right.
I don't know
I
what
agree.
happened.
I mean, I'd make the argument that a lot of the times when Japan leads the world in a certain industry, they get stuck in the rut of what they did originally, and then they get overtaken by other industries. You can see it with J-pop compared to K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
J-pop
Yeah.
who? I never heard of that shit. It's all about
The
K-pop.
only people making the good mobile games now is China, pretty much.
Yeah, China, Korea.
They've got the
Yeah.
formula down. And
I would also say
Final-
Korea.
Korea's good, but they've China's gone like really
Before-
free to play friendly in a lot of theirs,
That's
which is
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy itself is clearly it's an easy casino theme park game to make. The whole
Yeah.
point is all the games have the same like themes
Well-
and them, enemies and stuff.
Yeah,
They could easily do something good, but they won't.
they won't. Well,
Yeah, absolutely. Could you imagine if the Japanese studio, or they hired some Japanese studio at all, to do the 14 mobile game? That would have been so fucking terrible. Like, I know it's got issues now, but I think it looks all right for what it is. At least it could have been so much.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see an end of service within a year, which I do with most Japanese games, which are just anime tie-in games these days, anyway.
Yeah. Well, regardless, Square Enix is clearly having. Well, what I was going to say is that I think the new president is trying to like restructure to like put his mark on the company, because I mean, Square Enix was not in a dire financial situation, but obviously, if you can,
I mean, they recorded profits this last year. They recently released their financials.
yes.
The November 2025 one, they're going down,
but that was projected to happen because they've already closed the quote a lot of like what they call HD game studios, which is their including
HD game development.
Eidos Montreal.
Yeah, the HD game development profits went up. Their online and their mobile divisions went down in terms of profitability this last year.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Obviously there's stuff happening. They're in a I think wasn't this a projected 3-year process? I think he said at some point. Mm-hmm. So we're in the middle of it now. I think or is it this maybe the end? I'm not sure when he started this.
No, this is the middle. I'm pretty sure. I think this is like 1 year. I think we're like either a year and a half or 2 years into it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows a good plan takes at least 5 years. All the best plans are 5-year plans.
True that. We'll see. 14 obviously is still one of the biggest and like their safest source of income because it's constant usually.
Yeah.
It is
but
down.
Suck it dry as much as possible. Suck as much profit out of 40 as possible and put nothing back in. That's the great plan.
Yes.
No, they said they're going to work on that. Remember?
I think what we're seeing now, the change in tone from Yoshi P and from like just signals from the dev team might be affected by what's happening now.
It's
like
possible,
they have to make sure 14 remains profitable. The fact that we're getting a fan fest is a signal, that things are still planning on investing a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean it's
14,
expensive.
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very sad for the people that have now been laid off. And it'll
At least you're protected in the European Union and the UK.
You can't just be fired without like but for our friends in North America.
So sorry.
America fucking kick rocks.
Yeah,
trying to get unemployment. Good luck with that, bitch.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
I
mean that's just horrible.
That is horrible.
Good luck to you guys. Seriously, that's not good.
No.
I do like that you seem to have used a picture from Japan, which I don't think was affected by this.
Well, that's the headquarters. The decision was made there.
That's where it came from. That's the source of evil.
Yeah.
The source of evil.
The source. That is
where he's clutching his guitar while on the Zoom call. His $100,000 guitar.
That's Mount Doom.
Yeah, if you scroll up, if you panned upwards, you'd see a giant eyeball staring out.
Yeah.
The Japanese landscape.
The Eye of Sauron. Okay, well, it is what it is. We still have another year of this restructuring going on. So, they cut. I think I have the numbers on. How much they cut down. I believe they cut down from 15. Is it down to 11? Oh, I've lost the numbers now. Well, they cut down quite a few. It's quite significant, the restructuring in the West. But I can't find that number right now. But it's significant. So they're rolling back a lot of their news. Like he said, to make themselves more agile.
Yes. Well, I don't imagine Square Enix uses agile methodology, and I don't think he's using it right. But there will be more lean.
Yes.
Already thinner.
I can't argue with the lean, but I don't know what the fuck that agile means in terms of the corporate world.
No,
I don't think a Japanese company has ever been agile.
Square,
They're
no.
more like water.
Square Enix is leading the charge, man. They
They're
will
not.
be different.
They're definitely not.
Definitely not.
That was hard for me to say.
Yeah.
That hurt.
That
Yeah.
was some really unsexy news.
Right. Now on to some sexy news.
Oh, the hand.
Jonathan Bailey is now the sexiest man alive. Now we're talking about this we're not here to discuss the actual award.
Jonathan Bailey
No, we're not.
being
No.
chosen as the sexiest man alive for 2025.
No.
Well, forever because it's a. You know.
But this is an interesting this is an interesting like situation in the 14
I mean, who would have
cast.
thought so? Who would have ever expected that anyone on the cast of our little video game would be like a globally recognized superstar?
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy how many big names end up here.
Yes. We there's probably going to be a point now that Graha's voice, that's the big question. Question is, how long is Jonathan Bailey going to bother to voice Graha Tia in Final Fantasy XIV
He's
when
a good
he's
man.
literally
He's
in
a
like
sexy man,
Academy
so he will.
Award-winning films, and like he's got shit to do.
Everyone that talks about Jonathan Bailey says he's a very nice person, and I do tend to believe him when he says that he does really enjoy voicing Graha Tia and understands that he's important to the fans, even if he doesn't know what he's talking about when he voices him.
He likes voicing him because he thinks he speaks in such a poetic way. That's what he likes about him.
Which also makes me wonder, what does he think when he has to talk about etherometers and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
Rollo.
Maybe it'd be like his pet project kind of thing. Like remember how David Lynch was on the Cleveland show? First time? You know what I mean? Where it's just like I don't know, maybe he just likes it.
That's true. That's true.
My shitty show for
I mean, with the sort of cadence of patches, with the amount of voice acting in patches, at least specifically, there's not going to be much work for him anyway. He'll have to do like an afternoon in the studio for the expansions.
Well,
if we're going to Corvus, then he'll be involved. But
I don't even believe that he has to go to specific studios. He has recording set up that he can bring with him.
There you go.
Yeah.
He could probably just do it on the train from like one.
I don't know if that would have
the other.
I think there's some quality
have the best
control.
recording situation.
Yeah.
I like the idea that the title goes to his head and he no longer puts in the effort. Just you can hear just people walking behind him and his voice in 14. It just sounds like shit. He's like a toilet.
I know you said that there was some quality control. I do sometimes think there are extenuating circumstances that prevent them from doing that. For example, Y'shtola's voice acting in base Dawn Trail, where she had to record from home because she was pregnant.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
She didn't even actually have to record at all if she didn't want to because of maternity leave laws.
Yeah,
but she chose to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it will see. I mean,
I wouldn't worry.
It's on.
I don't have any. He might quit in like a few years' time, maybe, if things really don't work out like schedule-wise. But I wouldn't imagine a sudden shift. He's been big for a while. He's going to continue to be big.
I think what we're going to see going forward is that he's going to be. We have seen it already. Like they'll just not have him appear, or he'll just not speak in cutscenes, and I think that might be. Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't speak in 7.1, but also I would say that Graha is one of the people that gets the most voice lines recurringly at this point in the story.
Yeah,
that's true.
I would say that Graha and Y'shtola are probably the ones that, of the main Scions. So I mean, obviously the characters that have been involved in the Dawn Trail storyline exclusively, like Wukla and Sphene, have had spoken a lot more recently. But I would say that Graha and Y'shtola have had a much more prominent main role alongside Kryl this expansion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This is despite the fact that Alphino and Alizé are the ones that traveled with us.
Yes.
But I don't even know. They just wandered off.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Jonathan Bailey, and hopefully
this year Jonathan Bailey, next year Rollo maybe. We'll see. Everyone's up and coming.
Yeah. That's true.
Just don't forget who made you, Jonathan Bailey. all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I don't think Final Fantasy made him.
It was us, yeah. Not just Final Fantasy, it was us specifically.
Yeah, it was us specifically. We made Graha Tia popular as well.
No
so,
one liked him until we talked about
we were
Graha.
like, yeah, that's right.
That
okay.
ice cream gif?
Yeah,
Us.
I mean, I will say, you probably won't see Jonathan Bailey playing a character like Growing Way again in this game.
No, he won't. No.
That's fine. I mean, there's always other actors.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised he did that at all, because that was already when he was on Bridgerton.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with him. I don't think there's going to be any major changes yet, but
Anytime soon.
no. Okay, moving on then. We have some MogMail. We'll read one MogMail. Thank you for sending in MogMail. speakersv.com/MogMail. Let's jump into it right now. This is from Tristan Lightwell from Brynhilder.
Oh, Gruntilda.
Hi, speakers. So back in the early years of EverQuest, there was a zone called The Hole, lol, which
EverQuest 1?
I'm assuming so, yeah, which had a lot of speculation about it because of a door in the lowest room. This door couldn't be opened, but did have some reactions when you clicked on it, which seemed to indicate it should have been able to open. So many people wondered if there was some hidden boss behind it, or if it hid some world-changing event that would be triggered if someone finally figured out how to open it. Many people would take characters down there and try to exploit through the door to see what was behind it. Years later, they finally based an expansion on the door finally opening. It was okay, but I often would miss the days of the speculation about what the door hid. I love that it was okay. You know, when we finally
Well,
the
yeah,
door
it
opened,
was
it was
disappointing.
because it will never live up to what you expect. So my question is there a place in 14 or even other games, if you want, where something similar has existed for you or for the community of that game as a whole? Has there ever been a door or a portal or something that teased your imagination in a way that you could and would speculate about it for years? I imagine Lukiel will probably say something about Gelmora here, which I totally get. Same here. But if there's another example besides one that isn't commonly known, I'd love to hear about it. Thanks as always for the content. Spooktober has been a lot of fun this year on the sessions I've been able to watch. Tristan Lightwell. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I mean, yeah. And every single time, it's unfortunately not as good as it was when you were speculating, but still.
Yeah.
Things like the Ancients, the 12, they were cool, but it was much more fun to speculate about them than what was revealed. And I think it's
really
important.
speculate about the Ancients, though?
No.
Well, not a huge amount maybe, but the kind of shift from the Ascians to the Ancients was a little like, okay.
There was a time where like I didn't even think the Ancients were real because it was just like a fantasy because when what's his face
Selk?
the Ubermensch dude who was talking about it, like they were Ubermensch.
Varys?
Oh, Varys.
Oh, Varys.
Varys, yes.
Yeah.
He was talking about that. I'm like, oh, did like the Ascians just lie to him or something?
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
I wouldn't be
before we
surprised
were
if the
so
Ascians
epic.
did lie to him.
Yeah.
That's true.
But they didn't, which that's what caught me by surprise.
Mm-hmm. There's there's an actual door. Well, this is kind of Gelmora related, but there is the actual door in North Shroud up by the Dullahans. You know, I think they're they're Gelmoran ruins, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I vaguely remember the door.
Do you mean they're like the Ixal, I think?
I know where you're...
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, I know where you're talking about. There's the Dullahans are there.
Yeah. There's like a door that's like very, very visible, and there does seem to be like potentially a place to go. And I was so sure that there was going to be a dungeon there one day. Like there's going to be something, but no, it's just a door now. That's just nothing.
I mean, they can always use any random door in the world. Like, I would have never thought that there was a dungeon inside one of the random buildings in the Dravanian hinterlands.
Right. Yeah.
And that turned out to be Matoya's relict. So they can use anywhere in the world if they can justify it for a dungeon, if they want to.
I think especially especially in the A Realm Reborn areas where they still designed the map in the same fashion they did one. Like they had the same like 1.0 mentality where they were like, put the door first and then we'll add the dungeon later. And then they didn't really do that because they just made new stuff instead. But like a lot of A Realm Reborn
zones have things like that.
A Realm Reborn has a lot of like sussy like doors that are probably were, you know, they were like, maybe we could put a dungeon here one day, and then, well, maybe they, I mean, technically could still happen.
They can always still do it. I mean, Matoya's Relic came out 2 expansions after the Dravanian Hinterlands, so
true.
Yeah,
It's true. I as a 1.0 memory, the most mysterious part of that game was Zonde's tomb. That is like that I remember as being like, the fuck is this? There was just this crystal, like, no, I barely remember it now. It has the crystals. Looks like I think it's supposed to be a teleporter. Did a Remnants of a Realm on that. I think it's the Elegant Empire episode of Roar, but there's a tunnel. There was a tunnel, and it just carried on forever into darkness. And obviously, I've since checked; it doesn't lead anywhere, obviously, but it's just standing there and looking in there and being like, what is it? What's there? Like the mystery that was, and then obviously the never getting the satisfaction of actually knowing what was supposed to be there because the game shut down was a little annoying. But yeah, that's my.
I think we're a little lacking on mystery. At this point, I think it's I mean, it's good, but something 14 does, particularly because it's so story driven, is perhaps it over explains everything to the point where you know a lot, which is fine. But it's nice having those mysteries. But also, I think because EverQuest is your example, I think that was probably more of a good thing in the early MMOs when you didn't really have the internet and resources. Nowadays, anything can kind of be figured out anyway.
Didn't have the internet for something that inherently required the internet.
You didn't have like super detailed.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. And you know, people had to just chat on the game to try and figure it out.
Rollo.
But we have the Silvertear Lake.
That's true.
There is one mystery from another game that I have to give them credit for. They've never gone through with saying what it is, and I gotta give them props for that. Is Bethesda and what the fuck happened to the Dwemer and the Elder Scrolls?
Oh yeah,
like there is still
Skyrim
so many
close,
theories. It does come close, but you still never quite get there, and there's always a ton of like in-game theories that you hear. I think that's always, it's really fun to speculate. I still hope that they
is my
never...
favorite lore, like, of a game series, just because everything you learn about it's like in-game books. You can sit and read the in-game books written by in-game characters with their in-game biases, and it's a really good universe to play around in.
Yeah.
It depresses me what Todd's doing to it.
What were you gonna say, Rollo? You hope. What did you hope?
No, I was just saying that talking about the Dwemer, that's all.
Oh, I see.
Is there anything in 14 that you've been disappointed with the ultimate explanation of? I saw people in chat mentioning the 12.
I'm not disappointed with the 12, but I'm disappointed to know. Do you know what?
Yeah.
For example, if we do eventually find out what the elementals are, and they're not that interesting,
that's why
it's
we
a
shouldn't.
much bigger disappointment than to have the fun of speculating.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I speculate about the elementals based on everything I found out from Pilgrim's Traverse, I don't know if it's that interesting ultimately.
Yeah. So I'd rather
but...
let's not make it canon. You know, let's just leave it where it is.
I'd be happy to make it canon if I could destroy them.
The problem, and I kind of agree with the 12, is that once you remove the
demystify things.
Demystify it. Well, the magic's gone. You know, like everything, and the way that the storyline of the 12 ended as well. I mean, they're technically gone now, so we know that they don't exist anymore. So like,
but they were still
death.
Ancients, in a way.
It's like people are like praying to the 12s, like,
Oh no, they designed their giant
Louis
prayer
Suarez
machine.
comes back.
Yeah.
Bahamut and Louis Suarez comes back and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like with the
But
12 though is that like you already knew from the start because we were already past that point. It's like, yeah, they're ancients. Like what they at best, I think we're speculating. Like, oh, maybe they're like automatons or something, or
Yeah, there was some sort of
construct, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like we already knew, and you could have just left it at like, well, we know, maybe like give it like a little wink or a nudge, like
Exactly.
Yeah.
are they still,
Yeah.
you know.
There was
I think they
always a
could've.
chance that they were a real other like power, like actually gods or something else than ancients. But to
Yeah.
go to the effort of explicitly stating it is what took away the mystery there.
It's
And it was
this-
still it was a good race
it's-
series. It was fun, but
I think it combined with the fact that we had already sort of learned that like Heidelin was essentially
everything was ancient.
Heidelin is gone. She was an ancient. Now she's gone. The mother crystal is gone. Essentially, it wasn't even real to begin. Like it wasn't really what we thought it was either.
It was a big gas can,
It's this just
a big battery.
Yeah. And it's just all of the magic just disappears from a fantasy
the issue
world,
with
which
it.
I think is a problem a little bit.
And has been luckily replaced with technology.
Technology and science.
Technology.
There
Isn't
is
everything in our world technically a battery? Technically, anything that's got ether in it can be
That's
used as a
true.
battery.
That's
you
true.
can use your favorite Loprit as a battery.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Yeah.
I think I do understand though, as well as to why like the ancient story, not the ancient story, the 12 story happened the way it did, because of the stuff that happens in Endwalker, where it's supposed to be like, you know, the passing the baton of like, okay, now this is your world, you know, like you guys deal with it.
Yeah.
I think I would still like it for the 12 to be, you know, just alluded to, but you can't have them be the custodian anymore in the story because the story's already said that time is over. So
Yeah.
I get
mean,
why it happens, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say there's still some mysteries left to the people that existed before us. We still don't understand what Azem was doing at the
That's
time
true.
of the Sundering, and there are still many mysteries that the dragons refuse to share with us.
The dragons, and even with the ancients, we still. I mean, there's a lot about their society we still don't
Well,
know. We
yeah.
know a lot about their government system, but not much.
Unfortunately, though, they've set sort of this
Less about
weird,
country.
like this precedence where it's probably going to be something not spectacular. It's going to be something like, oh, yeah, the ancients did this, or the ancients put down this. A battery was placed here, and now it did this. That was what I'm now going to expect whenever a mystery is
Exactly.
about to be unveiled. It's like, oh, because the ancients built a hut here. The dragons, they laid their eggs
Yeah.
here, and you know, like there's going to be something like that. We'll
Meteon
see.
Put a dragon
But
egg on
that's-
another planet.
That's the
No.
danger of pulling the veil back in the way they've done, to like try to pull, like Aetheris is becoming more and more like just Earth, because it's Earth
Exactly.
with magic essentially.
And less and
that's
less
to say-
magic happens each expansion.
Yeah.
You just can't discover things. You just need to remain Luddite.
Well, no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. In a way.
Well, no, we can use magic to solve problems,
Hey,
though, because the world
it's
has
just
magic,
like-
but we don't.
It's
So,
just
okay.
like in real life. Because we're associated with Charlie and people that are higher educated, we know all these things. But just like in the real world, stupid people are happier than us.
Yes.
That's
yes.
true.
Think about the basic people that just live on the streets. Well, maybe not the homeless people in Uldar, but just like the middle class people of Uldar.
Yeah. Yeah.
That does make me think of like, I feel like we're gotten to the point where we know so much like behind the veil. I think it would drive someone insane. You
A
know,
little bit.
like
Yeah.
if you kind of think about how your character learns about space aliens, learns about like how everything works in the world, and how you can barely even talk to the Scion sometimes about that stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh my god, I know so much. I'm going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
In
eldritch
Heavensward-
knowledge now.
Yes.
In Heavensward, we went and got a water crystal because water crystals produce water just naturally, I guess, to get some water.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can magic a rock into a skyscraper.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what? A Magica rock to a skyscraper.
Rock into a skyscraper.
I may
Yeah,
have
like
fallen off.
Electrope just does anything.
Oh, Electrope. I see.
Electrope.
I see.
I don't think they magic that into skyscraper. I think they still had to build
It
them.
has to be built first. But you're talking about. Oh, you're thinking about like Vanadil, for instance, because that's made of Electrope. I don't think he built that brick by brick. I mean,
But
that
everything now in the modern game.
I mean,
you know, in
Vanadil's also not really real either.
no.
It's like this,
We'll see.
he's just made like vignettes of
Yeah.
Vanadil.
Yeah.
It's like the problem was solved magically in Heavensward.
I
but in a
mean-
way that works within the universe.
The idea
And
that
has a need
Vanadil
for
is an Electrope construct in our world might be frustrating for 14 players. I think it's very reassuring for 11 players.
That's true.
Yeah. Yes, it is for sure.
Yeah.
So I'd rather this, to be honest. I would rather our game not destroy the entirety of the lore of another game
Yeah.
for the sake
No.
of our entertainment.
Yeah.
At least the lore of 11 is, as far as I'm aware, sort of sanctified.
In
as
11,
magical.
yeah, they pulled back the veil and essentially revealed. When they pulled back, I can't get into this. 11 pulled back the veil in a different way, but you know, where it wasn't all just like, well, actually, no, let's not. It actually, they did actually do that a little bit. They did do it like Ancients moment for 11 as well. Let's not get into
This
it.
case with all Final Fantasy
Yeah.
games, that's inevitable.
Yeah.
Is there anything in this game that you don't want them to reveal, or that you're worried about them revealing the explanation of at some point?
There's not much left.
Oh, you know what? An
Elementals, I
easy
guess,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't show us a Zem that much.
That's a
No,
good one.
yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Like it.
Yeah.
If they do, it would have to be very, very in a particular way too. Maybe like based off your character almost as well. like,
Absolutely.
model. Or probably just put like a mask
mean-
on or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, there are naughty ways of transforming your character directly into other races. So they have that. They have that technology.
Yes.
I'm not saying I want that. I'm just saying they could do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
An
we also
ancient
don't know
version
what.
of us would be an ancient anyway. So
Mhm.
they just have to be us
Yeah.
but tall.
We don't know why there's Ronka on 2 shards. Not Ronka, but like the serpent.
The serpent.
Well, the ruins there are Ronken though, because the inside is very Ronken.
Yeah, that's true. There is,
Mhm.
yeah.
That one I'm actually. Well, that one I'm intrigued about because
I
at this
wor-
point there's always an analog between the shards anyway. So I mean I don't mind them revealing that.
Yeah.
I personally want the explanation, but I think that's something that other people would be worried about the explanation of.
Yeah.
I reckon Ronka will turn out to be that super secret extra civilization in the occult
Oh,
crescent.
don't even. Oh no. So we're getting a
Because
4
theirs
lines
looks a bit
about
like
them.
a ziggurat. It looks vaguely similar.
Yeah, you are right. It is. That is actually not.
Are you saying the beavers?
No way. No, we don't want to
Beavers.
learn about the beavers.
The
They
beavers.
can remain evil.
I want to learn about the beavers.
No more beaver talk.
I
We
will be
talked
the-
about beavers for
I
like
will
half
be
an
the
hour
beaver
last
Beaver
time.
discussion last week.
I will be the person whose notes will be scratched out in blood one day.
Yeah.
That's all you'll find left of me.
My God.
Speaking of, do you? I've had this idea about the East Shroud for a while. Not East Shroud, West Shroud.
Yeah.
Would you be worried if they turned it in the next expansion into the field exploration zone?
Oh, is it big enough? But
Well, yeah.
still
It's a
interesting.
whole. West Shroud was big.
We've been there already, though.
Mela,
For the
the
quick
Isle
PvP.
of Val is apparently big enough for 4 zones. I
no,
believe
yeah.
they can turn the West Shroud into something big enough.
That's true. And Zelfatol is a small crack, like cave in a mountain somewhere. So
Yes.
yeah, you're right.
Doesn't matter.
I would go there. Yeah, because we had Lycanweed or whatever the
PvP
arena
map.
was.
Or as I said in the Remnants of a Realm episode, what did I even say? I said it in like a German way almost, like a
Lichenweed.
Lichenweed.
I think you can say Lichen if you want to. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would be okay with going to the West Shroud as an exploration zone. I would honestly rather go to somewhere familiar but mysterious
But why would we go
another
there?
random place. I don't know. Why
I mean,
don't we
I
go
just
to
feel like an
a cult
explorer.
present?
Yeah, I just feel like the explorer, it only works as an exploration zone. Otherwise, you've just got like this zone in Eorzea that's got like level 100 to 110 enemies surrounded by zones that are 60 or 70 max.
Yeah.
I mean, so far the exploration zone has been strange because on one occasion we went to an active military encounter in World War One,
Yeah.
and then on another time we just went. On the other two occasions, we've just gone to a mysterious island. So
Exactly.
we can go there. Why not?
What if we go to the West Shroud to destroy the elementals?
No.
Yeah, blow them up.
Destroy the one last mystery of this this game. That's a good idea.
I hate that mystery. I hate him.
I like that we
yeah,
have
it's
no
one of my least favorite
explanation for
mysteries
this.
as well.
I don't see why. It's the only mystery we have left. We have nothing left.
I do appreciate there's still like a weird thorn in our side in a way, but also it is just so nonsensical. It is too absurd.
I mean, they're scary creatures. I mean, they can like essentially hypnotize you and like make you like not be alive anymore if they want to. So
we could get the explanation of the Amber Rock.
Amber Scale Rock. Yeah.
I've always assumed the elementals work like the Fae, the pixies.
That's why, and I feel like Pilgrim's Traverse has been discovering that like seemingly Fae were just creations that came into existence based on fairy tale, the belief of fairy tales. I feel like Gridanians believed in, or proto-Gridanians, even before Gelmorans, were people that believed in this thing that protected the forest after the War of the Magi, and they came into existence.
It's very possible.
Because why didn't the elementals do anything in the War of the Magi, as far as we know?
Yeah, now, well, we don't know much about because they refuse
to. What a great creation, though. We believe in these tree forest spirits that only like animals and hate us specifically, and then we're going to go live there.
You also have to, just to defend the elementals a little bit, the elementals they're unfortunately the victim of what has happened in the world, where everything has been like downplayed and then we have bigger things happening.
That's true.
The elementals has just not been like, we don't really talk about the elementals at all. There's just like the weird mention in the Myths of a Realm, or myth, what is it called? Myths of a Realm?
Myths of a Realm.
Of the Realm.
Or Myths of the Realm.
Storyline where they do like a throwaway line about the elementals.
Yeah.
I think,
like, what are they?
So they now appear as like just like weird, mischievous little freaks. But like, if you actually remember the 1.0 lore or in the earlier Realm Reborn lore, this thing killed children. Like they would kill.
Exactly.
They would.
That's why we should
dragons.
kill them.
They killed dragons. Like it killed.
How did they have that power?
They are super powerful creatures that, for some reason, have to defend the 12s would that used to be part of the mystery because like, the 12s would. They're protecting like the 12, but because they have now they've deflated the moon. Sorry, deflated the moon. They didn't deflate the moon. The mystery of the 12, and the 12 are just fucking dead. They died and left their fucking answering machine at the sanctum, and now that doesn't really make any sense anymore. And so now I don't really know what the fuck their purpose is. But there was a link.
Did you like that when we went to find the 12, we didn't even go near the 12s wood. We just went to Silver Tilly.
Yeah.
And went into the magic room.
Yeah, nothing to do with that at all.
Where they live in a Greek palace.
Yes. Yes.
What a time.
So these are the dangers of diving too deep into the actual mysteries.
A good game keeps mysteries and teases you with them and lets you.
That's why they shouldn't touch the elementals.
They shouldn't. No, I agree.
No, I mean, Faye.
Georgie wants a flat world with no mystery.
He will
go be like, did you know that is made of rock? Did you know that rock was made by an ancient 600 years ago?
Have you
as
done
frustrating as it is,
Elpish about this rock?
I generally agree with Y'shtola. I mean, remember when she said to the Aya, like, "Oh, you know everything? Fuck off! I will discover everything."
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I get it, and the trouble is, this game set a precedence for it will just tell you everything flat out in the text.
Yes.
There's no like nuance or mystery. So I mean, I don't understand why you would expect them to.
Yeah.
But I hope that something remains a mystery. But the trouble is with the mysteries in this game, we don't really speculate about them anymore either, because it's kind of been done.
Yeah.
Every new mystery is explained in the same patch.
Yes. That
But
is
we try our best on like story
is-
beats and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, the Azem stuff is still going. It's been all expansion so far.
Exactly. There's still things to talk about. We just know they'll be explained.
They will be explained, so I don't really bother. It's like it's gonna be something.
They'll be explained.
As you know where Azem was? Azem was in the bathroom while it happened. Didn't actually realize it was happening. Came back, like, oh no! Oh, I split!
I split!
Oh shit! I split! And then
I split. Yeah,
I split!
I didn't know Zen was fucking Wario, right?
Woke up in 14 different baths.
I'm kidding, of course.
God.
Yeah, I mean, there are mysteries. They introduce new mysteries. I just I like when we have long-running mysteries, like the
things that are
elementals.
like background, and you can try and speculate on them.
Yeah,
I think it's harder to have long-running mysteries in games that are like so long-running as they are. Like Mela, you would know better.
Yeah.
Oh,
we do elementals. We do still have them.
Yeah, because they just don't talk about them.
Yes.
The best way to remain a mystery is to be forgotten.
Never talk about them again. Yeah.
I was going to ask Mela, are there any mysteries in WoW that are still unexplained? Because that's one of the longest running games that I can think of.
Or were they?
They keep making the story worse. It's amazing.
They keep things mysterious for a long time. So, like the first time you were introduced to the Ethereals was in the Burning Crusade, but they've only just started becoming important. The enemy who destroyed their world has just come up in the storyline for whatever the next expansion is called. Like a few expansions ago, Sargeras stabbed the whole planet, and then he's kind of gone back into the background. There's the old gods, which move in mysterious ways. They do have mysteries that crop up every now and then and aren't like, sometimes they're fun ones. I've always loved the old gods because I like the sort of eldritch, ancient, like the beasts in Amaranth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I always wanted them to turn into like Cthulhu-esque beings in the plot at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I like things like that.
Yeah.
So they do have mysteries, but not huge amounts anymore.
No.
They get explained eventually.
I mean, every mystery has to be explained. I mean, that I understand, obviously, that. I think it's more like how it is explained. I think that's so.
Sometimes it's good to have it explained in like a little side thing somewhere.
Yeah.
Kind of hidden away where you piece together the mystery. It's different from having it kind of semi-explained where you put the pieces together yourself versus, whoa, so it turns out that the 12 are ancient, says Alize. Oh, really clever, Alize. I'm Alpha now.
I know that this was the...
Yeah, you would say
no,
that.
you flip those two characters around. I mean, I would say an example of something like that in this particular game that is inside content that you can never find out if you don't do it is the origin of Uldar.
Right.
How the history books are actually wrong. That's an Hildebrand plotline.
Right, that's true.
That's a good... Yeah, things like that are good. Yeah. And that was good. We've experienced it now, so, it's over. But yeah, I agree. Things like that are good.
Mm-hmm.
And like also in the Sildine Subterrane and that content is good for things like that.
Yeah. No.
So you could argue that like any mystery in this game can still be retconned.
It's true.
Like logically within the universe.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
There are still mysteries out there, folks.
Don't worry, guys. The Ancients and the 12 and Solution 9 are just group hallucinations cast on us by an evil horror that lurks in the shadows of the universe.
And even if I am being, I'm hamming it up a little, boomer mode, but like when I say, oh, it's all ancients, don't forget that before the concept of Asians, it was before the concept of ancients, it was Asians.
Exactly.
So it's
also,
always been
alongside
there's always
Asians,
someone
it was
behind.
Allegans.
Yeah.
They always begin with A. But the Allegans,
Allegans.
thankfully, turned out to be Asians who were also ancient. That was the trouble.
First it was
Not all of
Allegans,
the Allegans.
Asians, ancients. So
The trouble is that they were all explained by the same thing.
Yes.
Maybe. That was maybe an
that
issue.
is now the thing. Is like in the end, it was always
It didn't even matter.
ancients. But yeah, so
Yeah, but look how people feel now that the story was not caused by Asians.
But they've just introduced Asians back in.
Yeah, and then people liked that more.
we're
again.
back. We're back.
That's
We're so
true.
back, baby.
We're so back.
Just waiting
People
for the
don't like
Zonde
it if you
revival.
introduce things that aren't Asians, Mela.
They don't. Yeah, they don't like changing this. This is the ultimate boomer playground.
Yeah.
Oh God, I thought Calyx was a real human, but thank God he's an Asian.
Yes.
Oh,
no, he's
who is
not.
an ancient?
No. Yeah.
Well, we're all ancients because we're all pieces of souls from ancients. or
We
some bullshit.
are all ancient.
I don't think we are all ancients because I don't think some people. I think the idea is that like you can only if you have awakened to the echo can you
that's true,
claim
yeah.
that you like specifically have the ether of an ancient inside you.
That's true.
Okay.
But maybe everyone has a bit of ancient.
we have to move
Let's
on. We have to move on.
Thanks,
thank
Tristan
you,
Lightwell,
Tristan.
and
Yeah.
Tilda.
Lots of combo for that one.
Yes. Not necessarily the question as always, but thank you. All right. Well.
Yay!
It's time to talk about it. Square Enix is
Either way.
This is related to the first story, technically. Square Enix reveals plans to use AI to QA test their games by 2027.
I mean, I wonder what they're going to do for QA between now and 2027 then if they just fired all their QA testers.
Yeah. Now, I will
that's the
say
issue.
it. I don't know if this story says it, but the this is from Dexterdo. I think that's what we're gonna read from. Is that yeah? The announcement that they were gonna use AI to QA their games was made on the same day as they announced the layoffs.
Yeah, that's pretty
So-
tone deaf, isn't it?
Essentially saying that the quiet part out loud basically here is you're losing your job because AI is happening. The plan is to use AI to QA test their games by 2027. They're intending on getting AI to run 70% of its quality assurance and debugging by the end of 2027. Few aspects are more important in the development of a video game than quality assurance and debugging. Nothing is more frustrating than diving into a great game only to glitch through the floor or get stuck in a wall. Well, that's what the QA and debugging are here for. Fixing bugs before and after the game's release. Now, as seen in the Square Enix financial report, that job is mostly being handed over to AI, with a major shift happening towards automating quality assurance and debugging. Following its latest financial results, Square Enix has announced a new partnership with the Matsuo Iwasawa Laboratory at the University of Tokyo, which is focused on using AI to overhaul how games are tested and refined. The collaboration...
That's what this laboratory is exclusively for?
Yeah.
It's pretty specific. They
Yeah.
have games there, though.
That's... Wow. The collaboration, titled Joint Development of Game QA Automation Technology... oh my god, sorry, this is a fucking...
It's a good title.
Okay, okay, hold on.
It's a
good title.
Really
That's what it says on the tin.
Joint Development of Game QA Automation Technology using Generative AI. That's the full title. Aims to improve the efficiency of game development processes through AI technologies, and it's seemingly aiming to hand most of its projects to AI for debugging and QA testing.
You couldn't have given it a cool code name like Squall
Yeah.
or something.
No, don't taint his name. As highlighted in their progress report, Square Enix described the initiative as a way to improve the efficiency of QA operations and establish a competitive advantage in game development, and plans to apply generative AI to identify bugs, automate testing workflows, and simulate real-world player behavior. That is the most... You know what? That is
Where are you getting the
dystopian to read.
data on that, though?
And
Where are you getting the actual data on that?
And simulate real-world player behavior
That's
to find and fix
fire.
issues faster.
That's the one that I find the hardest to believe.
Yeah. While this likely won't have a direct impact on players, it does highlight a major shift for Square Enix. Whether they utilize the workforce not needed for QA on other aspects of the game's development or otherwise remains to be
Apparently
seen.
not.
We know
Well,
what they've done with them.
it's certainly clear that the company is extremely focused on harnessing AI in the workplace. Good luck, Square Enix.
Seemingly one specific part of the workplace.
Yeah.
Yes.
I find it weird that they say generative AI in this use, because they're
That's
using...
just
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
buzzword.
Yeah, I guess they're just using the
I
buzzword
don't-
of generative now, but...
Because
Yeah.
I don't understand how this is generative. What do you mean? What is
Well,
it generating?
Yeah.
You can put in your code and say, "Are there any bugs in this?" and then it will generate code that
But
is
I'm
bug-free.
sorry. As we have all tinkered with the old AI here, I think, and there is no way you're gonna sit down and tell me that it can QA better than a human currently, because that shit can barely like make a fucking pancake recipe without adding
I
like
definitely can't
dirt in the recipe like at random. It's like, oh yeah, no, it'll help. Trust me, bro. Like,
It definitely can't unsupervised. I think supervised, like, I mean, ideally it wouldn't result in significant job losses, but like, because an AI or like a computer in general, automation, which is what they used to call this before AI was a buzzword.
yeah.
Like, a computer can test the idea of like, in a video game, for QA, they often have to just stand in every single space in a game to see if like there are texture issues or like modeling issues. A computer can do that significantly faster than a human can. Now, there are much more significant like intricacies to QA than just that, but there are some things like that that can be automated. I don't really see how they can be. I don't really see how generative AI comes into that, but like that is something that I can see being solved by maybe not this, but like the style of this.
Here's how you
However-
do it. You don't fire anyone, and you say to an AI or whatever you want, say, read through this code and highlight where you think there are potential issues. Then a human runs through, looks at them and goes, "Oh yeah, there is an error in that code. I'll fix that."
Is it QA's job to look at code?
Well, probably at some, maybe, well, the debugging, it says quality assurance and debugging. So
Yeah, okay.
programmers will.
Because I feel, yeah, because that's fair. Because I definitely don't think QA testers like look at code. I think
They
they're
probably
only
won't
there
be.
to like mess around with not with what will be the final product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's you can always miss something. I mean, when you're dealing with a game of a huge size, we've seen how many bugs there are in releases these days. I see no problem with asking a tool to have another pair of eyes,
Making a tool.
quotation marks, or making a tool. Yeah, something to have a look through and just highlight where there may be issues, so a human can check them.
I mean, is it not the case that you often hear stories about people in like meaningless white collar jobs, like when because they have so much time on their hands, they just they create something that can do their job, and then they just pretend to do their job while they actually have something running their job for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they don't tell anyone, because if they do, they'll lose their job.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, that kind of thing's not rewarded in the corporate world, sadly.
Yeah, finding a way to replace your own work is not a good idea usually for yourself. You're not incentivized to do
find a way for no one else to do your job. Make yourself essential.
You're incentivized to do it in a way that no one finds out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to mean, because they've fired all of their quality testers.
No, 70% mailer.
70% of it. I can only assume
and only overseas. We don't know what's happening in Japan right now.
This could create some really weird bugs.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Because AI hallucinates. They do it all the time, and that means you need people on the QA team to double check error reports to make sure that they're actually referring to the game that they're QAing and not just a link to the past that they've just suddenly decided that that's the one I'm testing right now. So I don't know how they're going to
thinking of it from the evil business perspective. How many people do you need overseeing it, though? That's the thing.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what they're. But I mean, it's just more work, less people.
Yeah. But usually, from what I've seen and read, it just AI ends up, at least in these kind of use cases, just ends up creating more work that you have to go back
It can do,
work over again. So it's just like it.
Well, then don't worry. These QA testers will eventually be rehired to look over that work.
yeah. Slowly.
If in America, though, what will happen is you'll be hired again, but as a contractor, so you get worse benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want it to write stuff for you. You just want it to read through and try and highlight where issues are, so humans can go in and focus on those issues.
I am not
rather than trying to
generally
find
that's
themselves.
the case.
Yeah.
You would rather use it as a check, and even then, you need to check over it yourself afterwards.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a shame that AI in general is such a wide encompassing term that is like enveloped tools that we've used for a while, or like things that are not generative AI. Like
absolutely.
Like I don't know, the fucking background remover, and now it's AI background remover.
Like, I understand that like there are like a lot of generative AI, and a lot of AI does do significant damage to the environment, but not all of it. And a lot of the stuff that we've already been using beforehand is getting unfairly tarred in the same vein as that which is damaging like people's jobs and stuff like that.
Yes.
You can set up your own large language models, and I've seen the requirements. Some of them only require 8 gigabytes of RAM to run. The crazy ones require like 128 gigabytes of RAM, but they're insane. But like, you know, you can do your own things. You can, you know, if your computer can run it, it's as damaging as your computer, isn't it?
Yes.
So
which
your computer is not outsourcing its electricity usage to the factories of the Amazon.
Right.
No.
So just because there's a lot of the AI is very polarized right now. Like there's people that are very firmly against all AI, and then there's the people that are a little too pro AI to the point where it's like almost cultish in like a weird way now.
Yes.
And that weirds me out. Just be normal, you know? Like
I think you can understand why it makes jobs easier.
Yeah.
Sadly, we just live in a polarized world where that people expect you to take one strong position or another. There's no middle ground.
Yeah.
That's right. We're fence sitters here. We love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
look
like
at
to see it as no man's land.
I look at it like this. It's AI is here. We can't stop it. It's here. We have to adapt. It's always been here for a long time.
Here before,
but we're
it's
talking
just that people weren't aware of it.
I'm specifically talking about like the explosion of like generative and LLM AI. And we can't get that. We can't get it. It's here. So we're just gonna have to adapt.
Yeah.
Whenever you Google, there will be an AI prompt there now. Most people are probably, me included, are so used to it that I just read the summary of the AI thing, and then I'm like, that's probably right, and then I click the source and double check, of course. But
do you want to talk about the thing you discovered on our YouTube videos?
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. That is where I'm getting pissed, okay? Because there is such a thing as too much AI, okay? And on this episode, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sure it's fucking there right now. YouTube is pushing so much AI, and now there's a fucking AI summary at the bottom of like below the description, and it's just saying what I'm putting in the description. What?
Yeah, so you don't need to put it in the description anymore.
So what YouTube wants is for me to no longer make descriptions.
Well, there's no need if something's doing it for you.
Oh. Yeah. It's, I mean...
Sorry, is that a job you relish?
It's not a job I relish, but it's just like... Why
it's
even...
Pointless.
It's a job that...
It's absolutely pointless, but...
I think it's a job he'd like to be able to decide to do or not.
Yeah.
I mean,
usually it's good for SEO because then it'll pick up whatever I didn't put in there and be like, more words, more search results. Get that shit,
More buzzwords.
more buzzwords. But it's like, what?
Oh, hey,
Pointless.
Don't worry though. If John Daly ever, bails out, they'll just get him a contract to AI voice.
Yeah.
I suspect he would not agree to that.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. But
You can be
I mean,
like
they would
Tilly
enough money.
Norwood.
Yeah.
Because but sadly, there are some creatives that are okay with being used in that way.
Yeah.
At least they
are.
consented.
Switching with Ben Starr. I don't want Grahati to talk with Ben Starr's voice.
Wait,
No.
okay. As an aside, have you guys seen the auto-dubbed YouTube videos?
Yes.
I hate them.
Yes.
I hate it because I
The
click on it,
scariest is, I mean, it's so scary when you don't even realize it immediately, but you realize something's off.
Something's wrong.
It's this like tiny old woman on the video, and then it's just this like booming man's voice going, "Good evening, welcome to my video."
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like I will embarrass you. Like I look at some a video for, I think it was like an EU5 video for Europa Universalis 5. I'm like, oh, this something looks cool. I want to see some gameplay of this. And
German guy.
I was like, oh, this is auto dubbed.
Yeah.
And I look back at the thumbnail and it's like in Chinese. There's Chinese all over it. I didn't fucking see it.
I
How
see.
to create glorious nation tutorial.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild out there though. Do you know Tilly Norwood?
I don't know.
I only read about them recently. So it's an AI actress.
Oh,
Yes, I am aware of her. Sorry, I didn't know her name.
Like,
I'm so
It's
tired.
very weird.
I'm so tired.
It's really weird.
That's what tires me. Is this like
That's the waste of resources because that costs more than a human to function. Surely.
Yeah. I just don't know why we're doing this. I mean, it's fun to play with technology. That's why people do it, I guess. But like anything to earn a buck, and I that's where we are. So
the concept of artificial like actresses is not, or actors and actresses in general is not unusual.
No.
I mean, did not Square Enix try to do that originally? It wasn't AI, but they created an artificial actress that they had in The Spirits Within that they wanted to use in later films, and they probably would have had The Spirits Within not bombed significantly.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
different. Okay. That's like
Watched that on
Hatsune
my
Miku.
birthday.
Hatsune Miki's real, man. She's cool.
That was handcrafted.
that's what I'm saying. Handcrafted.
I mean, it was. Someone made that actress.
Hatsune Miku is not handcrafted. It
Was
is
she
an
not?
AI. Well, she herself,
Yeah.
her model is.
Yeah.
But her voice is
She's
not.
a Vocaloid, but yeah.
Yeah. The sound isn't, but
We're experts here. We love Teto, by the way. It's our
man,
favorite
Spirits Within though. Wild, wasn't it?
Okay, now what the fuck are we on?
Wow.
We're talking. Anyway.
The conversation got Spirits Within, so that's how you know we have to move.
Yeah, so QA, goodbye to Square Enix, QA, not QI. I wish this was
Not until
QI.
2027.
Keep an eye on Square Enix products over the next couple of years to see what impact.
I have a feeling that this QA is going to be worse because
I have a very depressing feeling it's not going to be noticeable that much, and that's more scary.
I think where we're gonna notice it, if they go down the path I think they will, is that the translation's gonna be shitty.
Oh, please don't.
They're gonna start using AI, not like fully AI translations maybe, but very AI assisted, and it's gonna be
I
very.
don't think Koji Fox would ever allow that.
No, based on who they have in like the translators that I know they have, I would be surprised if that happens anytime soon.
Maybe not in 14. We might see them in
hope
other
not.
products.
Oh yeah,
I hope not, but I mean, when you get the power of the company behind you,
I know that's true.
I think
It's hard
one
to
or
push
two
back.
men can't stop. Can't
Yeah.
stop
Oh,
it.
I would hate that. I'm not learning Japanese to play this game though.
No, well, you'll have
You
to
better
read.
start learning, buddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe this is how the
That's weird.
monkey's paw. This is how you get Spanish language in 14.
Yeah, I'm sure she wasn't called Admiral Marlin von Dingleston, but
Yeah.
oh, it's going to be awful if that happens. There'll be so many mistakes all over.
Just
there.
as
That
a
won't happen.
layman, I don't know how how they're planning this workflow for QA, but it just feels like they've made so much more work because they will be hyper focusing on like checking that the AI like their
It's doing
logs.
a good job. Yeah,
But then what if
exactly.
the AI misses something? Who's checking for what the AI did not detect? So
the people they've fired?
yeah, exactly.
That's
so
the issue.
I mean, to me,
They
the
don't
real
understand.
solution would be to not fire. Well, I think we
Exactly.
essentially touched on this. Don't fire them. Use the AI as like a second layer on top
Exactly.
to check, and they'll be like, this is the stuff that we've fixed. Look for other bugs, and then it'll do that. That's what I would do first, and then if I'm, corporate evil, I would slowly fire people in like a trickle, so they don't even
Exactly.
know it's happening. They get
That's much
moved
better
to a
that way.
different department, and then slowly they,
Yeah, I've even seen Janice recently.
suddenly it's like Janice is. Oh, you mean the janitor? It's like no.
No,
Wait.
Janice, she was.
Janice, she used to
Janice,
say, Janice is the janitor. She's a janitor now. And
Oh, hi, Janice.
yeah.
She's mopping up her dribble trail.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Are we being AI dubbed on YouTube now? That's gotta be.
I got a
be.
warning.
Listen, what do I sound like in AI?
I
guys?
got an email from YouTube that said that it is coming to our channel. I haven't seen it happen yet, but it is coming. So yeah.
Oh
for
my
sure.
god.
Yeah. Well, hello to all our Polska.
How does it work?
Yeah.
Does it take what you look like, or does it just
No.
listen to your voice and change it?
No, it just does your voice.
It doesn't do the 11
what you
labs
look
one.
like.
Look what you look like. Like it doesn't do the 11 labs. I don't think. The ones I've listened to, they don't match
They're
their
completely
voice.
different. Yeah.
Because they're not
I
allowed
really
to.
want to know who I end up being.
They're not allowed to clone your voice. I'm pretty sure that's.
No,
they're
absolutely
a little wary about that. Because I'm pretty sure legislation is going to be coming out very soon, at least in Europe, that will protect your voice, and your face. So actors already have this protection, by the way, but it's time to expand that. to humans.
Sadly not voice actors in some places.
No,
Yeah.
that's true.
But,
Remember that voice actor strike? Yeah.
yes. We just
yeah.
have to change the law, though.
Yeah, and it is
I
happening.
mean, it's emerging technology. You can't. Changing laws is slow.
For not going into details,
You need
I
100
think it
stipulates
might
at
be a
least.
while before it happens in Rollo's neck of the woods.
Why are you pointing at me, huh?
It might take a little longer for your part, but yeah.
You might see that
What
Rollo's,
government? There's no government right now. What are you talking about?
even on the weekends when Rollo's not here, he'll be here.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Oh yeah.
Rollo bot.
Yeah, we won't say anything. Just Rollo's a
Yeah.
little extra, stiffer than usual. Speaks very calmly every time he
Greetings,
speaks.
everyone.
Yeah, I can't say it's legal, obviously. So I can't say anything about it.
Yeah. Okay, well that's it, everybody. The world's fucked. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Remember to follow on our socials, SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersXIV, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, Discord and chat if you want to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, link is in the description. We'll be going into the live show now, so where we'll be answering questions from the syndicate. See you there.
Show.
Live show, post show. See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.